Hola all signs, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the period of November 30th until December 6th. Also keep in mind, I'm running a 24-hour turnaround special. Look for it in my videos. You get your reading guaranteed in 24 hours, plus you get additional bonus minutes, and the special ends at midnight on December 1st. So let's get to the reading for everybody. We're going to start off with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is you all are kind of dead set on something going a certain way, or wanting answers or trying to figure something out. You're so absorbed in regards to that this week, you aren't even seeing any offers or anybody else around you. Kind of tells me that you've had lack of closure in regards to something. Something almost got to the end, and right at the end it didn't happen, or you're missing the puzzle piece, or you have a sense of emptiness, and you're really kind of concentrating on figuring out how to get that closure, how to get those answers that you need this week, and you don't see anything else but that going on. Capricorn, you all are feeling kind of weak. We have the card of Leo, which is the strength card in reverse, but you're not at your best right now. Maybe you're feeling insecure, you're doubting yourself. There's a lot of areas where you just aren't really at your best. You're not at your strongest. So I feel like for this week, you all are concentrating on what you're actually good at. Building your assets, building money, becoming financially independent, building a lot of things around you for that security, to feel better about yourselves, to have that kind of confidence. So, I mean, if that's how you have to deal with that this week, that's great. Try not to work a little too hard, try not to be a workaholic. But I mean, if that's what you need to get to where you need to be, then by all means, make it happen. Aquarius, you're in a situation right now where I don't feel like you are getting what you need in order to live. So maybe in order to make a living, in order to make ends meet, whatever it is, I do feel like it's a financial and in the practical department. And the thing is, you all aren't going to wait around forever for this. You're realizing that you're sacrificing a lot and you're not getting back what you should in regards to this. And you say to yourself, okay, well, I'm going to wait a little longer and kind of see how this pans out. But I can't stay in this situation forever. And at some point, I'm going to have to move on from this. And you're deciding you're not going to compromise or anything else. Some of you might have also actually set up a deadline this week, saying to yourselves, I'm going to, this date, this is going to happen and I'm going to make the decision. But whatever situation you're in right now, you've decided you can't continue on in. Pisces, you all have kind of separated yourself, isolated yourselves from people, withdrawn from people. I don't know if you need to lick your wounds or try to figure things out. I will say you probably aren't using the time in the most positive way, and you actually have somebody trying to come in with either an apology or an offer, trying to kind of get you out of this funk that you're in, and I just don't feel like you're having it. You just feel like you want to be left alone. Be careful. I think some of you might be in a period of depression or sadness, or something like that, where you're just cutting off everybody, all your support systems, despite people trying to come in and try to make you feel better. So I would say for this week, why not let some of those people in? They really are your friends. They do really care about you, and they do want to see you get out of this period that you're going through. Aries, you all are coming out of this is a situation where I feel like you went through a really painful time. It was very traumatic, took you a really long time to come out of it, and you're kind of making it happen. But we have the Justice card here, which is the card of Libra, and what I'm feeling is you really want this to turn out the best way that it possibly can. And not only that, I feel like as you're going forward, you're kind of deciding what's the right thing to do, what's morally right, not really what you want to do, or not let any of that guide you, but kind of looking at this situation and realizing what's the fairest thing you can do, what's the best way you can treat people, what's the most sound decision that you can make at this time to serve everybody as a whole, not necessarily yourself. So I think that's going to help you come out of this trauma and this pain for this week. So I like what I see. Keep it up. Tauruses, you all are having some sort of clarity. We have the Moon card in reverse. So you're coming out of something. You're seeing things very clearly. You're seeing things in your life, how things have been affecting you, maybe in a not so great way, realizing how you need to address them. And really, that's your only focus at this time. You're not kind of letting, I see people kind of coming in and trying to detract you from that, but you kind of feel like, and I heard a saying the other day, messy bed, messy head. So I feel like if things aren't in order, if things aren't a certain way, it's like you need to get these in order to get your head straight. You need to get these organized in order to get your head straight. So you really can't have anybody kind of coming in and detracting from that at this time. So that's what I have for you, Tauruses. Next, we have Geminis. Geminis, you all are going through, you're dealing with somebody who's acting very emotionally immature. They're being manipulative, they're being moody, maybe they're blaming you for things. You're having really uncertain feelings about what you're supposed to do with this person. This person cannot control their emotions, they cannot get a cap on them. So you're going to have to make a decision this week. And I feel like instead of deciding on what you see is what you get, you're really going to have to trust what's good for you. What is your gut telling you to do? The High Priestess is really about connecting with your intuition and kind of figuring that out. So you're really going to need to use that to kind of guide through this maze of this person while they're going through this emotional whatever they're having going on, and see if you want to continue in it or maybe if it's time for you to check out. Cancers, you all are having a hard time kind of letting go of something. You keep on going back, trying to resolve the issue, trying to figure things out, trying to pick the scab, so I call it. Stop doing that, because I see the Queen of Wands in reverse here, and it's really not serving you well. You're thinking if you get these answers or if you solve this, it's going to work out for you. But in the process of doing this, you could be losing your confidence. You could be feeling angry. You could be feeling resentful. You could be being petty. It's just not a good look. It's actually feeding negative emotions. The more you kind of go back to try to correct this or try to write something or try to make someone see your way, it's just going to end up frustrating you and making you feel angry. So I would really recommend letting go of that for this week. Leos, you all are having a situation probably in the financial department. Probably the home is disruptive. Things are being affected in the practical sense, in the sense that maybe you can't get the comforting things that you want, the luxurious things that you want, the things that you feel like you should surround yourself with. So this week you're kind of looking at other opportunities, other ways to bring opportunities around, maybe to generate more money, to have more earning potential, to look at ways that are non-typical ways of doing things, so you can expand your opportunities. You can make more things come into you. You're thinking on a bigger plane so that you can increase, like I said, finances or anything in the practical matters. You're considering a lot of opportunities that you wouldn't normally consider this week, so that's great to see. We have who is this? This is Virgos. Virgos, you all are holding on to something out of sentimentality, okay? It's something from the past. It's something that's not serving you. It's nostalgic. It's in the past for a reason. You should really try to let go of it. And I think part of it is some of you are actually thinking, I think it's someone from your past, and you're a little fearful about talking to this person, or you're thinking about talking to this person, but you're fearful about it because you don't know how they're going to respond. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't do it. I feel like this week something's tugging your heartstrings. You feel like you should reach out to somebody. So the fact that you're fearful of talking to somebody, I would just leave it that way. Just let sleeping dogs lay for now, for this week, would be my suggestion for you all. Libras, you all this week are coming out of something you were in your head, and now you're kind of coming out of it. You used to worry before, be anxious, maybe a little bit depressed. This week you're definitely coming out of it. And the reason why you're coming out of it, it's someone from your past. It could be a childhood friend, it could be a childhood romance, a high school romance, an ex popping out of nowhere, a job from your past, or a boss from your past, or a colleague from your past. Whatever it is, it's someone from your past, and it's making you feel you're reconciling with them, or getting together with them, or reconnecting with them, and it's really making you feel good again. So this period that you went through, where you were going through a lot, I feel like this person's going to take your hand and kind of bring you out of this week. So embrace that for all it's worth. Scorpios, I feel like you have an opportunity this week to be working with people on a project, on a team, something collaborative. It could be even volunteer work, and everybody kind of is working towards the same goal. And it's really feeling great. Everyone's kind of like putting in their work and doing what they should do and working really hard, and are going to be recognized for it. But I feel like there's more than one opportunity. I actually feel like you are going to have to choose which one of these things you want to do. So all these opportunities, people are like, hey, you want to work with me? You want to work with me? Hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. How do you feel about it? You want to get on board? And I really think you guys are going to be torn. So make sure you look into research each of those opportunities, figure out which one is the right fit for you, okay, this week. And that's what I would recommend. If any of this resonates, consider personal reading. Again, I'm running a 24-hour special. Otherwise, guys. Good luck to all of you this week. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.